So angels, has anyone worked with angels before or currently trying to connect with angels? So I just know. Or are you completely new to this angelic world? Sharon, yes, you did. Trying to connect. New. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's great. It's new for some of you, and some of you have been working, but hopefully something new thought or some message might click into you today. So hold on to and see what you're going to receive. Yes, connect with angels. Yeah, lovely. So angelic beings are very much closer to our realms, and that's the reason like most of us do tend to connect to them easily and can work with them. The main purpose for me is, since I have connected to angelic world 12 years ago, I have found my life to be so easy, so smooth, much easier rather than me trying to struggle and do everything. So this is where I come from my own experiences. I'm a very skeptic person. If you heard my talks before, until I have any proof, I don't talk about it. And once I have a proof, it's much easier for me to trust in and go by it. No matter who says what, then like it's much easier. So angels came into my world through Reiki. My angel master, she laid out angel cards. These ones, I don't know if you recognize them. These are the messages from Angel's deck. And I'm going to do one or two card readings at the end. I'm being guided today. So let's see what that is about. And when I picked up the cards, they were exactly the messages that I had in my mind. I wanted to hear from someone who didn't know anything about me. And that's where I started searching more about it. I grew up as a Hindu, so angels is not part of my culture when I was growing up, so it's totally new. But I had some Christian friends, so I would have seen them through in the churches. So I thought like, oh, angels are these divine beings, these huge beings in the churches, or as ornamentals, as you can see some at the back of me, as a picturines that you would go around and shop for. But I never thought we can talk to them. Like, I not knowing anything about it. So it was interesting how you can communicate and make your life easier. Growing up in that kind of a culture where you're not allowed to ask for help or seek or express that you need even help from anyone else, like you need to go through your own sufferings. When I realized like angels are so different, the energetic and the realms of it, and you can ask literally anything, and if it's for your highest good, it will come true. That was so easy because I struggle asking anyone for any help as well. So that's where my journey with them started, and I started developing a relationship with them. It's so easy to do that. It just in the start, maybe you don't need to build a trust at all. You don't need to even know if they are there or not. But like a placebo effect, try thinking, okay, they are there. If they are there, let me ask for this and let's see if they will give me a help back. Like, I would always say to start with simple things that don't have any add value from terms of emotional baggage. So if I'm in a issue with a relationship or a job, but that's big change for my career, I would not right now do until I build my relation with the angels to begin with. But I would rather ask them if I lost my glasses or the car keys, I'm not finding them, I'll ask the angels to find it to me or let me know where they are. So it's much easier for the less emotional baggage to go build that relation with the angels. I hope you get that what I mean. Even for today, set that expectation. If you are working with angels, of course, you can ask for the bigger ones. You just know. The reason is like, you need to build how you are receiving the messages. Are you hearing them? Are you listening to them by hearing? I mean, like angelic messages will be very subtle, low voice. It's easier to be misinterpreted because our ego voice is louder. And when angels say, hey, you're good, you're worthy, immediately ego mind kicks in and says, who the hell are you? How do you think you can achieve what you want to? Do you even remember where you came from? So these are the egoistic words or our own words that come in and interrupt it. But angels only see the pure divine light in us, because at the end we all come from the same source. Just like at the start I said, like, we are all connected by the Wi-Fi, this matrix. And so as we are connected by the source energy, we can call it as a source energy, universe, or God, whatever we want to, but we are all connected. And that's the reason, like, you're tapping into that connected energy to speak to your angels. Angels realm is slightly higher than us, and so it's easier. They do watch us, they do hear us talking, they do sense our vibrations, and that's the reason they can communicate back. So hearing is one thing, they communicate back to us. And the other thing is like by seeing, like, you might be asking angels something and they might show you by showing you the signs of a feather, coins, or music. Lyrics play a huge role as well. You might just turn the radio on and some lyrics might come exactly what you needed to hear at that moment. Did that ever happen to you? Like, I'm not big into the English Western music, but more into the Indian music because we have a lot of choices there. But I was trying, like, does it work? And I was just trying to put the radio on, and exactly what I was thinking in my head, the lyrics would be there. Like, it was amazing. Or through eyes, like, through your eyesight, feathers, coins, rainbows are the other thing as well. Or you might see a robin around, which is again like a reassurance from the spirit world saying like someone you love is okay, or they're bringing a message. Or a friend might think about and they pass a message, like, in the WhatsApp, the chain of messages, at the right time they might come to you. So this is the other thing as well. Yeah. And also by touch. You might feel the angels by touch, like sometimes all of a sudden you might get some goosebump moments, or like, as if some hair strand has been pulled from the back of your head, or as if literally somebody has pushed. I know some people who felt literally someone pushing them and there's no one around them at all. Or anytime happen that the lights are flickering, no one is in the house, and absolutely no issues with the electricity in your home, but lights flickering or TV on and off, weird things happening as well. And sometimes the door might be moving, but again you realize there is no one in the house or no one in the room, and door can't move on its own where there's no wind as well. Yeah. So that could be, these are some of the signs of the symbols that you can easily notice it as well. Let me tell you, like 3 days ago, we were on a trail. Now, since I moved to Seattle, I'm having little difficulties with the asthma. I'm not able to do any walks much. And the last I did was Camino. I don't know if many of you know Camino walk for 100 kilometers. And that was the last one 2.5 years ago. Or 3 years ago, and since then I haven't done any much of it. And so here in the rainforest there is a short trail, and my children, they absolutely wanted to discover. So I said to the angels, hey angels, please give me the strength to do this trail. It's only a short one and I haven't done, I know, but please let me go finish at my own pace and support me. And if it's right, please show me a sign by anything that I resonate with. And I left it to the angels and I said, like, I'll go. If I can't do it, I'm going to come back. You guys go ahead. And with that notion, we started in, and the children were a little ahead of us. And me and my husband were walking. Immediately, I found, like, at the very start, like 10 feet into the trail, I found a little penny. And there you go. That shows that angels are giving me the support, and that gave me a big boost of energy to go finish. It was only like 2.5 miles or something, but I took like 2 hours or an hour and a half time to go finish it, but I did it, and which was a big deal for me. Like, it was literally a celebration to finish it. Not able to walk, to be able to walk even 3 miles. So here you go. This is the main thing to understand. Like, when you ask angels, leave the task to them. You empty yourself, don't carry the burden, and let them figure it out how they're going to do. I don't know how they gave me the energy. I had my inhaler. I didn't even puff even once. And even my eldest child, she said, Mom, you're not wheezing as you would wheeze, even for climbing a stairs or around the home as well. And now this is great. Like, it's not me, but they could notice it as well. Like, when you trust in that they're with you, leave the burden to them, let them figure it out, how they want to work it out for you, and you do what you're meant to. Sometimes things are not meant to be, you may not see the signs. Don't be disheartened that they're not supporting you. Maybe they're working on a bigger thing that you haven't seen yet. So continue what you're doing. Like, think about, like, you're only aiming for 50%, that you think it is 100%, but from their level, they have like a bigger vision for us, and they're pushing towards the bigger thing. Anytime you felt unsuccessful, remember the next step was huge success for you, and it was better and a bigger deal for you, right? And that is how. But at that moment, it hurts us, pains us, saying like, oh, this is it, is this a failure? And these societal terms still come in. But hang on to your trust, hang on to your faith, and allow the higher beings to resolve it for you. So hope that trust is the most important thing that you need to build with the angel. At the start, you may not need to, but as you start developing the relation with the angels, start building that trust. Now, angels are different to the spirit guides. Spirit guides do come in and change as well. Sometimes I would have a spirit guide animal as a eagle, and then it could be owl, and then it could be a bison. Like, they change. And spirit, as like, it could be my granny who passed away, it could be someone else like my ancestors, it could be, or it could be a saint. Like, but angels is different, and that's the most important thing that you need to remember. Angels, your guardian angel especially, is there from the time you're born, from the time you're born, in terms in the womb itself, and always they are there watching us, but they don't interfere into our life until we ask for help, because we have this human will saying, hey, don't interfere until I ask you. And that's where, like, we have a boundary line. And but once we ask, it's like you're opening your doors to welcome these guests in and serve you as well. That's the most important thing. And if they can come and help you, why not keep it open? Why don't you keep asking? And why do we need to suffer in silence? Why do we need to feel that we have no one to be supported? Like, that's how I started my journey. It could be like you're stuck in an abusive relationship. It could be you're stuck in a wrong job or a wrong place, but open up and connect to these beings. That gives you a push and a courage to be in a better place. Now, many of us would have been those jobs where we are unhappy about it. I was as well, like years ago, and I was so unhappy with my manager at the time, didn't get along, and there was nothing else I could think about, like, rather than being unhappy. But I so needed to be in the job because I didn't know if I can take a risk, and this was back in the recession time. So definitely I wanted to stick to my job, which was paying me that I can have my children in the crash and their schools as well. Like, so it was like kind of a limbo situation. I think most of you would relate to it or have been in it. And I said, angels, I know, like, I don't see my manager moving in the role, but please help me to get a piece in this role itself, like, and that's all I could ask or think about it. And within a month, I realized my manager was shifting to a different country and changing a role, and someone else was coming, which whom I knew before itself. Like, it was amazing. Like within a month, like, that miracles do happen. But it could have happened anyway, but I don't know. But when I asked, this happened physically. That gave me a big confirmation. They are watching me, they're listening to me, and here they are reacting to it as well. And I stayed on to the role for 8 years, and I'm so happy since, like, I can change my career or I can change my job, but I don't need to like change my whole life upside down. Like, you can ask angels the best and highest good to happen to you. Remember that. That's the most important thing, right? And how do you receive this? Like, we can keep asking every day, every single thing. I start like with, like, having a good day too, if I'm going out for a car park, or my hotel to be a good one, find a peace, like, the room to be quieter, it could be, or meeting someone, let them be the nicer souls, like, and all these I can ask. But how do I hear? How do I know it's working? Like, so relaxing your body, relaxing your mind, and meditation are the key ones. Like, you pray, but meditation is a portal to hear it. Like, if not, how do you hear with that busy mind? Like, so much happening. If even they're trying to grab your attention, how can they grab the attention, right? So always try to have that little time, even for like 2 minutes, a quiet moment. You surrender to quietness in yourself, and that is the most important thing. Um, so quietness comes in, like, even by taking deep breaths, holding it up and breathing out, and allowing that mind, the whole thing, to drop your attention. Again, I always show this one. It's like the glitter all settling in your mind. Once it settles down, it's amazing what you can hear, what you can respond as well. So that's the most important thing. Try listening in. And by listening in, you make actions, you make the changes as well, and you make your life much easier. And we are here to learn our lessons, but not to make it very harder on ourselves. Yeah, that's the most important thing. I mean, like, life is not supposed to be too hard, but we are making it ourselves, because I grew up hearing these couple of things, like saying you need to work very hard to be happy, or the money doesn't grow on the trees. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I grew up with those things. So I always said, like, only if I work like 50 hours a week, I'm supposed to be happier. And even if I'm happier, then I ask myself, like, do I really deserve this? Like, am I worth it? So it's always that coming back to the questions of it. But when it started making it easier, I'm able to make more space to the things that I really enjoy as well, rather than sulking in the things that haven't gone through well for me. And for that, the whole life can be spent, right? How we just repeat or rerun our patterns on the things that are not working well. But how about we liberate ourselves, get the freedom, and spend that 75% of the time into the passionate things that we love about? It could be for the economical, environmental reasons, it could be for your passion, or doing some charity works, anything it could be, but do it with the love. Isn't it the most important thing, right? That gives you so much of a joy. Hope that's making sense. I'm just going to see the comments. Just a second. Let's see, any questions? There's so many going through. Pennies and feathers, cardinals. Yeah. Reiki, yes. Reiki helps us to have that, the mind to be quieter. Yeah, messages from the angels in the Doreen Virtue deck. A couple of months ago during the breath work. That's beautiful, Karen. I have loved angels. A light being angel appeared to me a couple of months ago during the breath work. Yeah. Through Reiki, how do you know the difference working with angels and your spirit guides? Isn't it dangerous if you think something out of fear? And where is that fear coming from as well? That's the most important thing. We need to question ourselves, or like, is that our fear? Is that the fear of our parents? Or is that the fear of where we grew up? Where is it coming from? Like, that we are not like, Um, I think some of you might relate to it. We have temples. When we go to the temples, like just like the priest, we have a priest in our temples. We give the offerings to the priest, and we tell whatever we want to get our wishes done, and then he would be the middle person and pray to the god and say us like a good thing or a message, and say like all is going to be well. And so that is how my childhood started, having that middle person. But when I realized with the angels, you don't need to have the middle people. You can directly connect to the angels, divine beings, even to the gods and the goddesses. That was so liberating. Then it made me realize we all come from the source. So we all have the source connection. And this is where we are directly channeling into that energy. And with that energy, there is no fear. Fear is only the three-dimensional energy that we have: fear, anger, lack of lack, or a scarcity. All these are we building it up. And it's only the pure love is there. And when you connect to it, everything is so divine. You feel so high in vibration, you shift, you expand yourself, and you're able to do a lot more things that you're meant to be doing as well. How to raise vibration in order to meet the angels? I've been trying and asking them to connect, but I haven't had any success in that matter. Don't know how to make it work. All right, okay, so Heidi, a couple of things that I do is when I sit for meditation on a busy day could be time consuming as well. So I try to clear up my space. First thing, you having a little space, it could be a chair or corner of a room for yourself, for your meditation or a peace of mind is so important. That gives you, like, when you look at the space, oh, this is me, like I need to go there and just relax, calm myself, like, you know. When you do that, have a sage or mugwort or a palo santo stick, smudge the area, cleanse the energy, because sometimes the old energies might be there that are not allowing us to focus into the raising our vibrations. So that is really good. And if you do chakra healing, that again brings up like shift in you. There are chakra meditations I've recorded on my Insighttimer. You can check it out, try that. And sometimes I do put those talks up as well. Do watch that. That helps you to raise your vibration inside out, clearing up. When you do that, you're opening up your sources, the connection, and bringing yourself in alignment. It's much, much easier to connect to the angels. When I'm totally stuck with my own thoughts, I struggle to connect to the angels, because I don't know which is angelic voice, which is my voice, and I exactly know if someone goes through that what it means to be. So first thing is like even just that hands on your belly, doing a conscious breathing of breathe in, calm, hold, and breathe out. Even 5 rounds of it, and then going deep into it. Or sometimes the guided meditations are great to have those raising our vibrations. So just to start with, maybe try those and see how it brings up your change. Angel numbers, yes, that's a big thing as well. Are they really messages? Of course, they are really the messages. If not, think about it. What is the synchronicity that you're seeing? 111, 555 constantly, or 222? Like, you know, what is it? Like, number ones are always about some new changes, new challenges, new aspects of your life shifting, and you persuading into it, like, you know. So here angels are telling you by communicating of what's going to come up, and you being prepared, like these are the good ones. And angelic messages, like, you know, 90% they are very positive and very uplifting as well. And whenever I do angel card reading for my clients, it's always uplifting. It's so different to the tarot cards. If anyone does the tarot cards, they might know the difference. They always change or shift and show us the better side for us, like, you know. And that's the beauty about connecting with the angels. And I have never been scared. Sometimes you will feel a bit scared when you're not prepared, and you might feel someone tapping on you. You might think, oh my god, what's happening, right? You know. But other than that, like, they generally don't scare us at all, like, yeah. How do you know a message is from angels or spirit guides, or does it even matter? For me at this stage, it doesn't really matter. And I would even say, like, Would it not be your own inner guidance that's coming up as well? As long as those messages are uplifting and they are coming from the higher source than me, from the earth realm, definitely I take that here. And they are generally, because like we are differentiating, we as a humans are differentiating a lot of things, putting a hierarchy or saying male and a female thing. All these are things that come up, like, you know, but on a different realm, like they're all the same, they're all vibrating at the same frequencies, and we are just drawing that energy into us. Yeah. 10% is asking and 90% is quite tuning upwards. Tip from card I pulled. Absolutely, isn't it? Yeah, it's like when you learn how to ask and you need to learn how to receive as well. The other way to receive is not only hearing by all your 6 senses, but also you can do by writing, creative writing or creative drawing. If you're into art, you need not be a professional artist, you don't need to know how to draw perfect lines or anything. You can just tune in with a brush and some colors or like sketches or anything you have, just doodle around, like, you know. Or I do creative writing. When I'm stuck writing my book, I will just go into that flow. Angels give me the messages I need to put it in this book, like, you know, guide me, and they take me through it. Yeah. I'm aware of synchronicity in my life, asking the divine source and receiving. Is that my angel working in my life? Of course. Yeah, angels are always trying to make our hurdles easier. They see our blueprint of our life, and if we have any hiccup points like hiccups or a speed bumpers, they want us to go slower and smoother, and that's where it gets much easier, you know. And they're always watching for it, but we need to be praying to them. It need not be any kind of a hard prayer that only you have to pray, then you'll connect. It can be simple as thank you, angels, for watching me today. And be grateful for that from your heart. And that's it. Simple words will do. All right. Okay. So I was thinking to do a little meditation to connect to the angels. And that will be great to hear your own messages. So today I was guided to bring in Archangel Gabriel. If you have ever worked with him or her, whichever way you want to refer, so beautiful, so much of a clarity and wisdom angel brings in. For me, Archangel Gabriel is very much like, as you see Ganesha behind me, elephant god from India, is from new beginnings, and Archangel Gabriel for me is exactly the same. Any new beginnings, new creativity, he's always there to support me and walk me on the path with inspirations, and helps me with the change. So I was thinking like, let's connect with him. For me, it's him. But if you're going to see Archangel Gabriel as a female, go by it. Don't ignore me, because we all have our own experiences of it. Like, you know, gender, again, as said, we keep the gender for our own convenience. And the names of the angels as well, like, you know, in the initial days, I was so wanting to find out my guardian angel's name. I found out, but after months of trying it, I just gave it up. I just said, my guardian angel, I don't need to have a name for you. I just know, relate to you. That's enough for me. So with that, let's set an intention to connect to your guardian angels today and your Archangel Gabriel, and see if any message is there for you around, like maybe the purpose or some clarity that you're looking from your career or your creativity or your passion that you have in your life. Yeah, and let's see what comes up. So now, before I begin the meditation, I want to warn you, if you don't receive any messages today, don't be disheartened, because the messages you may receive through your dreams or through a newsletter that might come up and tell you exactly, and some other messages through a friend talking to you as well. Sometimes a blankness is given. That's perfectly okay as well. But also, do you sense how your heart feels? Do you feel calm? Do you feel relaxed? Do you feel more peace? Like, you know, those are the other things are equally important to clear that space as well here. So if you're constantly seeing 111, do think about, are you planning to start any new activity, new process in your life? It means it's also like giving as a go ahead, or as a signal, as a green signal to go forward and give your 100%. Yeah. And also it's Archangel Metatron's number as well, like a new beginnings, new changes, and divinely connected. So do we need to work on our negative thoughts when we start angel work? I'm not sure what you mean by negative thoughts. Say, for example, like, I don't know if this is what you're asking for, but if you are having any negative thoughts, you can ask the angels, please help me to release these negative thoughts. Like, having negative thoughts is the mankind, we are with it, but we can ask their help as well. Sometimes you do so much. I do so much of meditation, yet I struggle some days. And this is where I call in and say, please help me today. I really need to meditate, but I need a quiet space as well. Like, and I can do it even if it's few minutes. I really want to quieten myself. Yeah. So they might immediately say, hey, do tapping rather than meditating. So I'll start doing the tapping, which is quicker and shifts the vibration around me as well. Yeah. I heard they might have no gender or many genders. That's right. Yeah. Genders is just like what we feel comfortable around. Hey, Nicole, by the way, to me, it's just an exactly energy. This is it. With the angels, it's just the energy. You might see them as a 6 feet figure, or as like a beams of light, or as these gorgeous angel figurines that we see, or it's just like a beam of light or a tiny dot of light. So that's it. Yeah, it can be anything. Don't be stuck by angels have to be something like what we see in the churches or in the books and things. And to start with, maybe you can visualize you're seeing your angel like that, and all of a sudden your own angel might appear, and that gives you comfort. For me, angels, on a few occasions, they have shown as their wings, their faces, their height, and everything, with the attire and everything. Other times mostly I have seen is with beam of energies. That's it, like, a color of energy beams. That's it. But it's a knowingness. I just know when I feel the cold wave, or I can smell some angels, and also I can feel and sense their presence around me, like, and that is how I recognize them by. All right. Thank you, Elisa. All right. Okay. So get settled. Relax yourself. As long as you're not driving, or you're not going to be functioning in terms of heavy machinery or anything, commit to this time, and maybe just no multitasking. Just giving time for yourself is so important as well. Yeah, because sometimes we are so much with the internet technologies, it's so easy to do the multitasking these days. Yeah, so take some time for yourself now to do the meditation, and connect to the angels and see what you receive as well. I'm excited for you guys to see what you hear back, or see, feel something that you already would have known. They might be reaffirming to you or reiterating to you, but just see what comes up. Be curious, be like a child. And it's like peeping into the other room and seeing what's there, like, and rather than like, oh my God, can I connect, like, that you're putting so much pressure on yourself. Just loosen up, like, yeah, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You're just going to enjoy the process. That's it. Yeah. So take a nice relaxing breath. I'm just going to play some music here. I hope you can listen that. Perfect. All right, okay, we are setting an intention to connect to Archangel Gabriel and our guardian angel, and gain some wisdom and clarity with this relation. Take a nice deep breath, closing your eyes, breathing into your lower belly, holding and breathing out. As you breathe in, feel the air going in, hold, and breathe out. And as you're breathing out, let it be deep and calm. With every breath, release any tension you're holding in your body. And be aware of your feet firmly connected to the ground, with the golden roots coming from the soles of your feet and going into the ground, deep and deep, allowing you to anchor to this time and space. And as you take each breath, the roots become longer, stronger, and reaching down, going deeper and deeper, spreading the shoots in all the directions. You're connecting to the earth, the energy of the earth below you. And as your roots go deeper and deeper, they finally reach down into the shimmering, pulsating, energizing quartz crystal. The center of the earth, and you become aware of the crystal that is perfectly attuned to your body. And it has a gentle, revitalizing, rejuvenating energy. You sense the energy as it gently pulses and flows through your golden roots, up through your body, filling each chakra with nourishing light, reaching every cell, muscle, tissues, with the perfect amount of light and energy. As the gentle pulsating light reaches further, you feel your body becoming very fresh and relaxed. The light travels upwards, right up to the top of your head. You now become aware of the light as it continues to rise right up and out through your crown chakra and out into the universe. Connecting with the brightest, most beautiful twinkling star that you have ever seen. As the light energy from the crystal connects through you with the star above, you see a choir of angels surround the star. They begin to shower you with angel dust. It gently floats down around the column of light, and it enters into your body. and fills the space around you. Forming a shell filled with sparkling white light that completely enfolds you. The angels float down, weaving a golden silk cocoon to keep you completely and perfectly safe and secure on this journey. The angels tell you that only that which is for your highest good can penetrate their golden web, and they step back a little. You become aware of their soft chant as they invoke Gabriel, the mighty archangel of clarity, guidance, and purity, to be here and present now. You feel a warm glow in the center of your forehead. It feels like an angel's breath, gently blowing away the cobwebs from in front of your third eye. You feel the sticky layers that were clouding your inner vision start to disappear. And as it clears, you know that Gabriel has come and is standing in front of you on a pathway to a snow-capped mountain. The air is fresh, crisp, and clear. You can hear the birds singing in the distant trees. Beautiful giant white lilies line the path. And as you walk with Gabriel, you feel the soft, velvety touch of the petals as they brush against your skin. The delicate fragrance of the lilies wafts on the breeze, and you can taste their golden nectar in the air. When you reach the top of the mountain, you notice Gabriel has a ball of pearly white light in his hands. It is the pearl of wisdom. Gabriel gently leads you to a golden nest lined with soft downy feathers. He invites you to rest in it for a while as he places the pearl in your third eye. And as the pearl comes into the light of your body, it gently dissolves into a rainbow of colors that floods your body with clarity and wisdom as you rest. You're aware that Gabriel is not alone. You can sense the presence of all the other mighty archangels, ascended masters, and guides. You gently call the names of all those you recognize, and they tell you that they are here to give you a special gift of quality, serenity, peace, love, hope, abundance, manifestation. Now begin to receive your gifts of the qualities. Gabriel also has a special message for you. He tells you to be patient, as you may not be able to hear his message just now. It will become known when the time is perfect and right for you. Gabriel lets you rest for a few moments as he imprints his message in your third eye. Feel the message coming in the way that you can understand and receive. feeling fully rested now. You thank Archangel Gabriel for this time and all that you have been given. And thank all the other archangels, ascended masters, and guides for being present with you on this journey. You respectfully ask them to stand back now, knowing that you can call upon them anytime you wish to. They're only a thought away. And as you walk back through the lilies on the path down the mountain, you know that you may return to this place anytime. And gently coming back in connection to your body, feel those beautiful golden roads beneath your feet, anchoring you, and the shield around you, protecting your aura and your chakras. Taking a deeper breath to make a connection into your whole body, back into your room, back into the place you're sitting in, breathing in and breathing out. To the count of 5 to 1, slowly stretching. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretching yourself and being aware of your body. Wiggling your toes, your palms. And only when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Take a moment to sink it in. You may be still processing from the connection. Have some water. Let me know how you're getting on with that. Did you see Archangel Gabriel? Did you feel any energies or any colors even? Sometimes it could just show some symbols or a word. Thank you, Jen. So peaceful and reassuring. Hi, Lorette. So peaceful and hopeful. Sure. Thank you, Beverly, for your donation and gratitude. Indigo, white light, beautiful. For me, Archangel Gabriel is always shown with white light. So pure, so in peace. Light pressure on your shoulder, please. That was beautiful. Thank you. I didn't see Gabriel, but I felt an incredible warmth, almost heat on my body. It's very cold morning here, very peaceful energy. Yay. That's exactly it. Like it's always like the warmth and tender love that you feel. Joshua, they showed me my brother and his family. That's beautiful. So pure light, outstretched hand and noticing sweet smell. Beautiful purple and bright white light. So enveloped with comfort and safety, I definitely felt a soft pulsing third eye. Sleep and couldn't follow. That's exactly what you needed, Heidi. That's okay. But your subconscious mind is hearing and it's processing as well. Thank you, Sigil, for your donation. Much appreciated. Green colors told your child of universe and you're supported in your spiritual path. Face was very warm. How beautiful is that, Karen? Oh, I love that. It's so emotional. Sorrow, light and message to go ahead. That's exactly. Great, Sorrow. Heidi, I hope so. Thank you. Lovely. That's great. So it's always these gentle ways that you see from them. It's not a big, loud, definitely one thing to be clear about. And so angels, there are many angels in our lives, like, angels of peace, as said, angels of parking, angels for lost, angels of love, angels to resolve or bring harmony. So you don't need to know the names, you don't need to know which angels should I call in. Think about the situation, think about the emotion you're feeling in, and just address by angels of that, like, angels of career path, it could be angels of buying a property, it could be like, let them resolve. Recently, a couple of months ago, my husband was having a little tough time in one of our property where to get a tenants with the whole COVID situation, and he was very anxious because we had to pay the mortgage, and we didn't have any tenant for a month, and the second month it was going to be a challenging for us. And he does believe in angels, but it's not a natural thing for him to come up with and think and ask. So I could see like a couple of days he was very tensed, and we were doing all our best, like advertising and everything. And I said, hey, did we ask angels? He said, no. All right. Okay. How about we just pray and ask angels to find a right tenant for us, and who is right for our home, because for me, the home should be really being taken care. That's the most important thing. It's not only about the money they'll be giving. And I said that just like literally, as I said to you, the words that came out from my heart. And I said to angels, and we both prayed. And within 24 hours, there was this message from this person. They wanted to look at our property, and within 2 days, property was taken. Isn't it amazing? And most easiest transaction to smooth the transition, even to come into the homes, like, yeah. So that's the best thing. Again, like, you just need to come up with the idea and ask as well. Yeah, it doesn't matter how big it is, how small it is. Think about, like, you have done everything you could. A little more extra from a high divine beings will be great, and just tap into that portal and ask for it. And I was also like, be very, when I said like ask angels and show them a sign, ask them to show you a sign, or by book, reading, feathers, be also very specific, be very creative as well. Say sometimes I would ask, like, for the trail, I asked for like, show me something that I would resonate with. There has been many people that walked on the path and they didn't resonate with the pennies, and I just picked it up, like, because I could resonate with it. Be very specific. Maybe show not a white feather, maybe it could be like a pink feather. Show me a pink feather, and you'll be surprised. It could be on a poster, or it could be on the bed itself, like, and you'll be amazed, like, how could a pink feather come into your home when there is no birds around? Or the pink one, it could be artificial as well, but how did it even land up into your room? Like, that's bringing you the attention, and that is how you need to be specific. Thank you, Wendy, for your donation. Message for me that I needed a confirmation. Great. Hey, thank you, Nicole. Happy birthday week. Yeah. I'm a typical Gemini, so my birthday is on Friday. Yeah, June gets me excited. I feel like more of a new year begins from June. It's like half year is gone. I'm totally coming into my 100% living my life. From June onwards, like coming into fully functioning out of the hibernation. Yeah. Thank you, Yolande. That's so sweet of you, Nicole. You remember. So any questions, any other processes you felt? Thank you, Beth. I have so this is where I'll be asking your support. I have a couple more talks tomorrow, and tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm still like, it's a long week here. We had long break. Tomorrow I'm having in the morning 11 o'clock or 2 o'clock, I think tomorrow. I have a talk and on Reiki principles, 5 Reiki principles that changed my life again. These are very spiritual ones. Anyone can follow them. You don't need to be into Reiki at all, but it's great. Like if you're into, you can follow me, but if not as well, they'll be definitely helping us to put our mind into much alignment. And on Thursday as well, I have another talk. So you can check me out on the Insighttimer. You can follow me, and maybe you can hear to some of the meditations that I have recorded that might be helpful to connect to the angels. I have good few angelic meditations. Yeah, so do watch and or listen and check and see if you receive any other messages. But one thing, keep asking. Don't be tired. Like, you know, my husband always says, like, yeah, why do you keep them so busy? Why do you keep them engaged so much? But I say, like, hey, they are like us. Like, you know, they also need some jobs. We need to keep them engaged. And there are so many of them for every one of us. So why not keep talking to them, keep engaging them, build a relation there. Like, you know, if someone is feeling lonely, have no friends to talk to, who doesn't understand, talk to angels. Like, you know, they'll find you a good friend. When I came here, I was asking, like, to Seattle, like, hey, I have left everything in Ireland and I moved to Seattle. I need new friends. I need my soul tribe here. And within a couple of months and weeks, I had so many friends, like, you know, and so it's so easy when you ask and you just make that connections, like, you know, it's like a spider web. It just like gets all over the place. Yeah. It's amazing what they can do for us. Until you try, you just never know. So definitely it's nothing to do with any religions. We can be following any faith, any religions at all, but also believe there is this pure divine connection. That's the most important thing to remember. Yeah, we're all coming from the same source. We're all connected. It just happens to be we are born in some places, into some families, and that's the reason we adapted to all that we have, like through the cultures, the changes, the terms, like I said, like we all heard the same things. We all were not given the self-love subjects in our schools. If we were self-worth, self-love, all this, we would have been different souls, right? But we are here for a reason, and we are changing that now to live a better life. So why not begin with your angelic support? Thank you guys so much for your wishes. It's so sweet of you all. Yeah. And I love those love hearts. I absolutely love those love hearts. Yeah. Um, yeah. Any thoughts? Anything else? How do y'all feel? Relaxed? Do watch out your dreams and also have a dream journal beside you. So they might be communicating to you, even if they're not communicating through the words. It's the peace, the calmness. That's the most important thing to know. And sometimes that's all you needed to get a clarity as well. This morning I was seeing a client, and she wasn't in a great place, and at the end of the Reiki session she felt she's feeling good, and that's where she can begin to see a path being laid out. Like, you know, the first thing is to have that peace of mind. That's the most important thing. Yeah, such a lovely gift for me today. Thank you for being here, Srimanju and everyone. Yeah, it's a collective thing, isn't it? Thank you, Beth, for being here, for showing up here. And you all are here for a reason. You're all showing up with this timing for an hour to take out of your schedules and be here is not a small deal. It's a big deal, like, you know, and you're valuing yourself. So that's the first thing. You should pat on your back and say, well done to doing that first step. And sometimes it could be the hardest one, but you did it. Like, you know, praise yourself and put your step forward. Things are going to be so easy. Yeah. So wish you all a happy week, and may all your dreams and wishes be fulfilled, and connect to your angels. It doesn't really matter which angels you talk to. No one is going to be offended. Like, we have our family circus. So Just say, angels, please help me this week. It will be even a peaceful one. Set an intention and see how you work with it. Like, bring me peace this week, and you will be surprised, or get you some food delivered to your place. You never know how it's going to happen. And you don't need to work out on those logistics at all. Let them resolve it for you. So hopefully if you're going to join me tomorrow, I'll see you there. I'm so sorry I forgot what time it is for tomorrow, but it's on my live events page. You can check it out. So love to have you guys there. And yeah, have a great day to you too. Maria, see you next time. And thank you so much for your donations. Much appreciated. That gets me to writing my second book, and I much appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Have a peaceful time and rest well. Have a good day. Bye, guys.